Today is a really rainy day. And usually I like to spend these kinds of days nice and dry indoors with my nose in a good book. But this time, I'm going rainbow hunting. All I need are my rain boots, an umbrella, and I'm ready to go. Sometimes after a storm, the most enchanting thing happens. From out of the gray, dull sky emerges an incredible burst of colors known as a rainbow. Have you ever seen one? It's a pretty rare occurrence. A rainbow is a natural phenomenon that occurs while it's raining, or just after it's rained, and the sun is shining. When sunlight shines through the tiny rain particles in the air, we see a rainbow. But what do the rain particles do exactly? And how do the simple elements of light, water, and air create something so magnificent? Let's look a bit closer, starting with our friend and light source, the sun. What color is sunlight? Even though it might look yellow or golden, it's actually white. And though many people think white is the absence of color, it's actually a combination of all colors. Specifically, the colors of the light spectrum: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, which not coincidentally happen to be all of the colors in the rainbow. It's hard to believe that white light is made up of all of those really vibrant colors, but it's true. See, when I shine a flashlight at the wall, the light is white. And when I place different colored gels in front of the beam, the light changes to that color. But when I put all of the gels in front of the light all at once, the light becomes white. So we really can say that white light is made up of all the colors of the light spectrum. But we can't see a rainbow without rain. What the rain does is it separates the light into all of its colors. We can better understand how this happens inside the raindrop by looking at a glass prism like this. Raindrops and prisms are very much alike because they have the same effect on light. As light enters the prism, it bends a little. This is called refraction, and it's a little hard to see. But this bend allows all of the colors to separate in a specific order we will talk about more later. So, on a rainy or misty day, there are millions of tiny water droplets in the air. And these droplets are like miniature prisms in the sky. As sunlight enters the raindrop, it refracts the light. Do you see the bend this time? And the light is separated into the 7 colors of the rainbow, just like the glass prism. And these 7 colors always appear in the same order: red on top, then orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and finally violet. That's because all of the colors we can see travel as waves, and each color has a different wavelength. See how some of the colors have bigger waves and some have smaller waves? The distance between the tops of the waves is called wavelength. Red has the longest wavelength and violet has the shortest wavelength. What's your favorite color? Is its wavelength long or short? Since each color has a specific wavelength, the order of the spectrum is always the same because the colors are arranged by their wavelengths, with the long red wavelength at one end and the short violet wavelength at the other. So when you see a rainbow, either in the sky or somewhere around your house, the colors are always in the same order. But why does it always look like rainbows are coming out of the ground in the form of a half circle or an arch? Well, a complete rainbow is actually a full circle. Can you believe that? The only reason why we can't see the other half of this circle is because the ground we're standing on is in the way. So only in certain conditions, when the ground isn't in the way, like from an airplane, would you be able to see a full rainbow. Want to know another rainbow secret? When you see a rainbow, you are actually looking at a very specific set of raindrops that are refracting or separating the light perfectly at just the right angle for your eyes to see your rainbow. So in a way, everyone sees their own rainbow, because the raindrops that are creating a rainbow for you are different from the raindrops that are creating a rainbow for me. Next time it rains, look for the sun, and if it's shining, turn around and look in the opposite direction. You might see a rainbow for yourself. I didn't have much luck with my rainbow hunt, but I still had a lot of fun looking high and low for one. The best part was getting to play in the rain, jump in puddles, and trying to catch raindrops on my tongue. Have you ever tried that? So, if you have trouble finding a rainbow too, or if you don't live in a place where rain is common, you can try this fun experiment at home to make your own rainbow. All you have to do is take a small mirror and place it in a bowl of water. Then, shine a flashlight at the mirror and use your hand or a white piece of paper to find the rainbow. It can be a little tricky sometimes, but the bowl of water is acting like a giant raindrop, and the mirror is helping to refract the light and separate it into all of its colors. Pretty cool, right? You just separated white light. However, nothing can compare to the rainbows Mother Nature creates.
Have you ever heard the story of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Apparently, it's guarded by a leprechaun. Louis sets out on an adventure to try to find it. He follows the rainbow and walks through the woods. And there he is, the leprechaun. Louis found it. Oh wait, no, it's just a bush. He can't see any pot of gold. Louis is a little disappointed. But wait, he sees something else. A four-leaf clover. Louis was lucky today after all, even though he didn't find the pot of gold this time. Have you ever tried to find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Let us know. What do all of these things have in common? They are all things that we throw away, and we call them trash or waste products. But where does all of this trash end up after we've thrown it away? Today, we're going to go on a journey to see what happens to trash. This is my friend Mother Earth. She is going to help us learn about why it's important to reduce our waste.
Hello, I am Mother Earth, and I'm here to tell you about how you can help me be healthy and clean. One way of doing that is to reduce your waste, because all of the trash that ends up in landfills affects my atmosphere.